This week, we are helping you to get ready to spring into retirement. And today, we're talking about preparing financially for life after your career and protecting your family as well. John Waldron with Waldron Law Offices joining us. We appreciate you being with us today, John.
Thank you, Megan.
Let's start off by talking about, life after your career. Where do you even begin? You start to think about retirement, and there's so much to think about. Let's start with the house. Let's start with, kind of laying out your wishes for your home. Where should you be when you're getting ready to end your career and go into that next stage of life? Sure.
Well, the first step, Megan, is to develop a good relationship with a good estate planning attorney. That person can help you prepare in an estate planning context for that last half of life. For example, that person should be able to describe in detail for you all of the steps, what's the difference between a will and a trust. And for real estate, for example, might be as simple as recommending a transfer on death deed to keep it out of probate.
And for some people, a will would be more beneficial than a trust, or vice versa. It doesn't depend on age, but specific circumstances for folks.
That's correct. And estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. And sometimes it can be scary thinking about the prospect of estate planning, but it really should be scarier not to think about it.
What about a living will? You hear that term used a lot, and the importance of that.
Yes, and a living will is what's now called a health care directive. It is an important document to have. It's a document where you can name how you'd want to be cared for medically if you weren't otherwise able to communicate.
And that's something that then kind of springs into discussing with your family and your loved ones your health. I mean, I think a lot of times parents don't talk with their kids, depending on the age of them, about what's really going on health-wise in their life. So that's an important discussion to have as well.
Correct. Yes.
What about Social Security? How do you kind of budget that and figure what you need when you need it?
Yep. Another important topic, and in that case, you should make sure you have a good relationship with a good financial advisor who can help you sort out the choices of when and how to apply for Social Security, for example. There's a lot of options, and it's easy to make a mistake without the right advice.
Anything else I didn't touch on that you think is key?
The other thing that you should do in the estate planning context is make sure that even if you already have your estate planning documents done, you should revisit those at least every 5 years or more often if there's been a significant life change.
Makes sense. So many people do it one time and put it away and forget about it, and
that's right.
Things change, priorities change.
That's right. And I've got a lot of stories of families that could have saved a lot of money and a lot of heartache if they'd only had the right advisor and done this all the correct estate planning steps.
John, such great information. Thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We do want to let you know that our Spring into Retirement series continues all this week on 5 Eyewitness News at midday. Tomorrow, we're going to be exploring the growing over 50 workforce and the benefits that companies can see by hiring older workers. And then on Friday, what you need to know about traveling and taking that dream trip during your retirement. You're going to find more on these topics in our Spring into Retirement series. It's on the business section of our website at kstp.com.